I actually have started around 2017 with yoga and movement and like getting into the body. And at one point last year, I figured that this ain't enough. Movement and nutrition is not enough. And I come from a background where my mother is a psychologist and all my best friends studied psychology. So I have that kind of background, and I realized that this is so important. Like, our mental health is so important, and to address it without being sick and without having an illness is such an advantage. I just knew that I had to work with you. I saw you on Instagram and I was like, okay, I need to work with you. How can I? And yeah, this has helped me to develop my own style. Now I'm doing I'm holding space for women in groups and in one-on-ones, and I am making and creating a container where I bring yoga and ancient traditions together with the modalities you have taught me and with today's science. And yeah, because I also love the sciencey stuff.
Ulli, what's been something that you've navigated that has been uncomfortable but has brought you to somewhere you want to be?
So much has shifted. It feels like 5 years since we started IH. My self-image completely shifted. Before that, I mean, I have been self-employed since 2017, but it was just last December or something that I actually saw myself as a self-employed woman. And that before that, it was not the way I introduced myself. And since December, I'm just like, if someone asks me what I do for a living, I just say, I am a coach and I teach yoga teachers how to teach yoga properly and stuff like that. And before that, I was always, yeah. And as a side hustle, I also am a little bit self-employed for fun, but I treated it like a hobby. And it's not. That would be a fucking expensive hobby, like too much time for just a hobby. So I take it seriously, and I take my desires seriously. I think that's just such an important thing to do, to really see our desires and take them seriously and not lightly. They are so important. And ever since I took my desires seriously to become a self-employed coach and like a self-made woman, I have constantly grown, and the growth is so uncomfortable, and it still is. I think there is no point where you can say, yeah, the growth is so much fun, because it's like a birthing pain. I always compare it a little bit to birthing, because you're birthing a new version of yourself into being. And actually, this is where I am at the moment. And it still feels a little bit shaky to talk about it while I'm in the process. But I think that's what I need for my new expansion, to be like 100% authentic and to show myself in all the ways I am right now.